We finally hit 100,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for this channel and for us. I say us because I no longer view this as just like me teaching some lessons on the internet over social media. It really has become a community. A lot of you have been with me, I mean, since almost day one. So I started this YouTube channel in 2000. I think it was 10. I'd have to check back. You can see on my homepage. I think it was 2010. And specifically to teach drum lessons. And so since we've hit 100,000, there's no better way to give back amongst drummers than to actually give away some drum swag. So I've got a couple of $1,000 worth of stuff that I'm going to be giving away. Not like cheap stuff, not stuff that I emailed my endorsers and was like, hey, could you send me a bunch of free stuff so that I could give it away for free, you know, for my YouTube channel. That just, it's not the way that works. So I'm buying all of this stuff. And I just want to give it back to the community because you guys have allowed me over the years to, I'm trying not to get too sappy with this. You've allowed me over the years to have a career shift that I did not think I would ever have. And so when I was coming up, social media and this stuff wasn't around. And so if you would have asked me when I was coming up, hey, do you think that you'll, you know, make drum videos and put those out every day? No. I mean, I'm publishing now 3 times a week here on YouTube. So it's a lot of content. That's not even counting all the stuff that I'm doing in the members area on my website, which is a ton of content, and other places. And so, look, here's the deal. Before I get into this, into what I'm going to be giving away, which you want to stick around for that. It's some cool stuff. The link's below this. Go sign up. And this isn't just limited to you. Share it with everybody. Okay, I just really want to give back to the community. So there should be ways and buttons for you to share it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and you know, YouTube and email, and just tell all of your friends, because I really just do want to give back to the community. There's going to be 20 prizes in all, so I'm not just drawing one. And you're going to have a couple of weeks to look at it, and I'll be posting on here. So you got a couple weeks to sign up. I'll put the dates and everything in the video description and in a pinned comment so that you know exactly what's going on and how much time you have and all of that. But I'm going to leave it open for a couple weeks to sign up, and then I'll close it down and I'll do a live drawing and give this stuff away. So I'm really excited about it. Now, if you're interested in looking back at some of the early videos, you can do that. They're still on the channel. I don't take stuff down unless it's like copyright or unless it's just really awful. There's been a couple of those. But I just started in what was my garage at the time. And so I was doing music full-time. I've been doing music full-time and since age 19, when I got a full-time house drummer gig on Bourbon Street at the Famous Store, and then I went later down to BBC. And so I've been in the music business for a long time, but I started seeing a shift, and I just was like, you know, this is just not what I want to do. I want to be with my family more. I don't want to have to be touring all of the time. And so I quit altogether, and I told my wife, or Kelly, as a lot of the hotness, as a lot of you know her by, I came home from a gig and I was like, I'm done. Like, this is not what I wanted to do. I just had a particularly really bad gig. And she said, well, you know, first of all, are you feeling okay? And secondly, do you ever think you'll get back into it? And this was just the start of YouTube. Nobody had, you know, there were a couple people posting lessons, but, and I told her, I said, I don't know, maybe I'll start a blog or something. I said, but maybe someone would want to buy lessons. I don't know, but I know for right now, I just kind of want to get out and get the fun back into the music for me. And so that was around the time that I joined my group Lovers and Liars, and just was doing this stuff for fun. And so I got out and I took up personal training for a few years to just kind of take the pressure off of this. And that's whenever you saw me start. So between that time, we had a baby and I had to start a whole new line of work. And then we bought a house and redid the whole house before I could ever focus on the studio again. And so when I could, I had a 300 square foot garage with cinder blocks going up the sides. And I actually took, some of you know this story, I've got old pictures online and everything. So from the outside of the house, it looked like it was totally up to code. From the outside of the house, it looked like there was a garage there. From the inside, my father-in-law and we took the garage door rigging down, and I actually bolted the garage door to the wall. We studded that portion, hung drywall on top of that, you know, filled it in, painted it, put some, you know, sound treatment on it, and that was my studio. So no heat, no AC. During the summer, it was so hot. During the winter, it was so cold. And that was where I started, though. Those first videos you see are actually in a garage with concrete floor. In the winter, I would actually have to turn on the lights. I used work lights, like from Lowe's, and I would have to turn those on just to like warm the room up, because otherwise it was just way too cold. And in the summer, I would actually have to take breaks in between shooting to towel off, because I would be sweating so much just from sitting here like talking like this. And so came a long way. I mean, it got so hot, like in the back door, this is really redneck. I actually hung an AC unit in the door, just because, you know, do with what you got. You hear me say all the time, do with what you got. So that's like the humble beginnings of this thing. And then moved to a new studio, which was really just an 11 by 12 room, and grew the channel. So we've been able to grow this YouTube channel. Of course, there's the membership portion on my website. So many opportunities have come my way just because of really what started with this channel. And so I want to say a big thank you to all of you for the support over the years, and for giving a kid from Mississippi an opportunity to do this. This is just like something I never thought I would get to do. So I'm not gonna like get bogged down, teary-eyed, and play sad music. I'll leave that for another video. Now, what's going on? What's going on with the giveaway? I'm really excited about this. Really excited. All right. So the thing that's going on with the giveaway. I'm going to give away 20 different things, so you have 20 opportunities to win. And what's going to happen is several of them will be big, some will be smaller, and all of those things. And again, this is all stuff that I'm buying for you guys, just to give back to the community. So what all is happening? I'll go from like small to big. So I'm going to be giving a pair of Firth 5A sticks away, because gotta have them. And then I'm going to be giving 3 packages of DrumDots. So these are great. I love them. They're reusable. No, I'm not endorsed by DrumDots. I just love them. Like they work great. I've got a bunch of them on my kit right now. I've got 2 on my snare, 2 of the minis, and 1 mini here and 1 there. So they're reusable, and so they'll last you forever. And then I'm going to give away 1 real feel practice pad, one of the large real feel practice pads. If any of you have seen me post about it, it's sitting over there. It's old and they don't look like that anymore. But it's a real feel full practice pad. It's to me, they're some of the best on the market as far as practice pads, and so I'm gonna give that away. What's the other thing? Ooh, quick release hi-hat clutch. So these things are my favorite, because I actually asked you guys what you wanted and what you would like to see, because it was literally like Christmas shopping for me. It was like getting a Christmas list, and then I'm going through, and a lot of you wanted accessories, not just, you know, so I was like, cool, we could do that. So this is one of my favorite things ever in the world. I have one in every cymbal bag. It's a quick release hi-hat clutch by Gibraltar, and it's just like super quick. You actually just press the button here, and it goes on and locks in. You press the button and it comes off. So it makes putting your hi-hat on and off the stand, where you don't have to like dig in your bag and find a drum key and twist it on there and then lock the. No, it's just like it's locked there. I've never had it fail or slip on me. Like, this thing is really solid. So pumped about that one. And then I've got, let's see here, what else we got? I've got it all written down because it's so much stuff. I'm going to give away 5 3-month, like non-recurring, 5 3-month memberships to the Drum Better Daily program, which is the membership program on my website. And so that's just as a thank you. In addition, I'm going to be giving away, and these are some bigger items, the Art of Practice. I'm going to be giving away 2 of those courses. So that costs, if you get the top tier, which is what I'm going to be giving away, it can cost up to $250 just for that course, because it's like 20 hours of stuff. So that I'm going to give 2 of those away. Ghost Note Mastery, which is another one of my courses, I'm going to give 2 of those away. It's a couple $100 a pop. And then now we get into some more gear. Firth stick bag. Ooh, pumped about this one. So this Firth stick bag, you've seen me, I actually did a review, I think, on the channel. I love this thing. None of the zippers have ever broken. Lots of pockets, can fit tons of junk in there. It's my favorite thing, man. This thing is awesome. So gonna give away one of those, and then there's so much stuff. It's like hard to look here. And then we have the talked about that. Oh, so I'm gonna give away a bass drum pedal. I haven't decided if it's gonna be a Speed Cobra or the legendary Iron Cobra. I haven't decided which one, but one of those I'm gonna be giving away. And then cymbals. I'm gonna give some cymbals away just because, and I don't want to just give like one cymbal. And it's not like, this isn't gear that I would like have laying around my garage that I don't use anymore. It's all new. All of it's new. And so these cymbals are new. They're not like cymbals that like I don't use, and I'm like, I don't really use that one, but I can tell them it's a really cool cymbal, and maybe they'll believe me that, you know, it's not just one hanging on my shelf. So we got, and the way I picked these cymbals was I picked ones that I felt were the most versatile and the most useful, if that makes sense. So we've got an 18-inch K dark thin crash. All right, and that's, I don't have that on the kit. I've got one, it's actually out there in my gig bag. So an 18-inch K dark thin crash. I use these on all the gigs. That sits really well with a ton of different cymbals and a ton of different rooms. Really dig the thing. I'm gonna give away a set of hi-hats, and so I'm gonna give away a 14-inch A new beat pair of hi-hats. The reason I picked the new beats is because they're really versatile, and you can find them in most any studio. Like I consider them a workhorse. You can just set them up and they sound good almost with any mix of cymbals. And so 14-inch set of that. And then the grand finale, a 21-inch K Sweet Ride. This is actually the 23-inch. My 21 is packed up for a trip, but this is the, I'm gonna give away a 21-inch K Sweet Ride, all of them new. So just to go over it one more time, I don't want this to fall. Oh, don't fall. Just to go over it one more time. 21-inch K Sweet Ride, 14-inch new beat pair of hi-hats, 18-inch K dark thin crash, quick release hi-hat clutch, real feel practice pad, DrumDots, 3 packages, 1 pair of Big Firth sticks, 5 3-month memberships to the Drum Better daily program. I'm gonna give away a kick drum pedal, either a Speed Cobra or an Iron Cobra, a Tama Speed Cobra, Iron Cobra. And then I'm gonna give away 2 of my courses, The Art of Practice, and then I'm giving away 2 of my courses, Ghost Note Mastery, and then I'm giving away the Vic Firth stick bag that I just showed you. That's 20 things all together. So you got 20 chances to win free swag, and it is simply my way of saying thank you. So I'm gonna post again about this and just let you know, hey, it's coming, you know, and I'll probably post 1 or 2 more videos because I wanna make sure that you enter if you want to. Here's the deal to enter. You have to be subscribed to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, ding the notifications bell, and then you have to enter with an email address, okay? That's what you have to do, but comment on this. It means the world to me to read all of your comments. Comment down there and let me know which one of these prizes would you like to get, because I know a couple of them that I want to get my hands on. So which one would you like to get? And then we're going to do this in a couple weeks. I'll do it live. If you miss it, it'll be posted on the channel. I'll notify people by email who the winners are, and I'll probably just send out a mass email as far as like who the winners are, and so that you can get in touch with, or we can get in touch with you. But anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's 100,000 subscribers, which for some channels is not a big deal. But to me, it's a big deal because I don't do drum covers. I don't do cute things. I've simply made this a drum lesson channel. And so all of those subscribers, all of those views are driven by people that want to learn the drums, people that are watching lessons. So thank you for hanging with me for hanging out with me over the years, for hanging in there with me while I improve my knowledge of recording and video and all of those things. So from very humble beginnings come some really cool things. If you're thinking about starting something, you should go ahead and start it, because you really never know where that can go. You could wind up doing much more than you ever thought you could with it. So thank you. And enter for the giveaway.